the Baldfaces and surrounding areas. So we are here, and we're gonna go up to here, and then over to here, and then back there, and then walk the road back to here. So that takes us over Eagle Crag up here and Mt Meader there. Got all that? It'll be a full day. We've done this before. I don't think we ever filmed it. It's a nice area. The whole ridge line up there. That's like a perfect bathtub or sitting area. But it's a 60-degree day, so not for me. Then when you're done, you can slide down here. Okay, we made it to the ridge line. That is Baldface north. And that's south. And that's the way you come up. If you're coming up the south side, which if you're gonna do the loop, come up the south side. It's tricky enough doing that. What we're looking for, Eagle Crag, I think, is over here. Go there in a minute. We had some views, I figured we'd show them. I don't know how well you'll hear this, but I also wanted to say that, so we took the Baldface trail up the northern side of it. And about a mile up from the road, you get an option to split off to the Bicknell Trail. And I would certainly recommend that. We might add about a half mile to the trip, but then it's a slightly more challenging hike, but you get views all the way up on that. We got no views until here, which isn't bad, but that's more entertaining. Yeah, so as you can tell, it's windy. It's probably 60. So we won't spend too much time out exposed like this. We've been walking through a mossy forest for a while now. Things are very green here. We're still up on the ridge line between Eagle Crag and Mt Meader. It's kind of unusual to have this much greenery and stuff up on a ridge. And it's still quite a bit here. Not quite as magical. But I'm not going back to show you. Alright, we're back into it again. Oh, well, you get the picture. I gotta navigate this. So we just came over that. That's what's termed a blowdown. The trail goes right through this, so we had to come over it. No big deal. Although I'm not very flexible, so it's more of a challenge for me. But mostly showing it because there were several of these today. Some a bit more difficult than that. Some that we walked around and stuff, but it's kind of unusual up here, so I'm not sure why they're leaving them here. But anyway, part of the deal. Okay, there was a side trail that said view, so we had to take it. I think it's very similar to the view we had before, but still nice. That one's this way. So we're on getting close to Mt Meader, but just actually popped out a little bit. We got a view from the ridge. This is out to the east where you're past the whites here, so nothing left. Yeah, so that down there is the road we came in on, and that's what we're gonna hike back to at some point. Yeah, so over here, that's where bald faces and stuff are. So since I mentioned blowdowns earlier, here's another one. This was really no option but to go around it into the forest over here. No way through that I could figure out. Okay, I don't know if this is actually the top of Mt Meader, but I think it's more or less fits the bill for it. Anyway, so yeah, we're going that way, back to the road. So I think that's the trail. Not much reviews here. There might have been at one point, but that's probably why they have that last viewing area that we stopped at. Decent shot over there. If we could, if it gets clear enough. I don't know. All right, we're just off the top. That's where all the views are. Once you start walking down. So, Baldface, north and south. I think that other one to the left there is Mount Eastman. So that big hump in the middle, I think, is Speckled Mountain. We did that and videoed it maybe last year. There's several more in that direction. I know East and West Royce are a couple of them. I'm sure we've been on the top of most, if not all of those. Some of them probably have videos, but I can't really tell from this angle what everything is. This is pretty much north from here. And there's the road, which would be east. And then the bald faces are south of here. And then we're going straight down this slippery stuff. Well, it's dry today, it's not too bad. Looky, looky. And it comes down this way too. Nice little pool here. Called Briquette Falls. Again, in the springtime, this probably is roaring. We're on our road walk back to the car. So that's the Baldface range, and then over there, all the way to the right, would be Eagle Crag, which is where we started. We hiked up to, and then Mt Meader is further to the right from that. That was what we did. Okay. Another day in the books. About 10.5 miles and 2,800 feet. Decent views. Decent hike. I don't know. I wouldn't put it in my top 10, but I'd probably do it again someday. Yeah, more nice weather, so a nice day for a hike. A little windy at times, but anyway, probably still more to come. But for now, signing off.